In this problem, the task is to calculate a number of ways to cover a 2 times n board using two types of tiles, 2 times 1 dominoes and drominos. The complexity of the problem arises from the numerous ways these tiles can be combined to cover the board, so an efficient approach is required to find the solution. We will use dynamic programming to solve this problem efficiently. The result must be returned as the remainder after dividing by 10 to the power of 9 plus 7, which is a common requirement in competitive programming to prevent overflow and ensure that the results fit within standard data types. To handle this, I start by defining a constant integer mod, ensuring that all intermediate and final results are properly managed and do not exceed memory limits. Next, I initialize an array tiling ways of max of 4 and n plus 1 and 0 to store the number of ways to cover a 2 times n board. The size of the array is determined by the maximum value between 4 and n plus 1 to ensure that all possible cases, including the base cases, are covered. The array is dynamic, defined using STL syntax, which allows it to change size during program execution. Unlike static arrays, this dynamic array can adapt the required dimensions as needed. The data type used for the elements stored in the array is long, a type of integer capable of storing very large values. This is essential for handling the large numbers that may result from the calculations involved in the problem. The expression max of 4 and n plus 1 calculates the initial size of the array. The max function from the STL library returns the greater of the two values, 4 and n plus 1. This ensures that the array has at least 4 elements, even if n is less than 3. To properly start the recurrence, I need at least 3 elements in the array, plus 1 additional element for n plus 1, making a total of 4. If the array has fewer elements, the max function will return 4, which helps prevent memory access errors and ensures that the algorithm is implemented correctly to find a number of ways to cover a 2 times n board. After initializing the array, I can then initialize the best cases. Tiling ways of 0 equals 1. A 2 times 0 board, which means no tiles, can be covered in exactly one way, doing nothing. Tiling ways of 1 equals 1. A 2 times 1 board can be covered in one way using a single vertical domino. And tiling ways of 2 equals 2. A 2 times 2 board can be covered in two ways, either by placing 2 horizontal dominoes or 2 vertical dominoes. For larger dimensions, I use a for loop to calculate the number of ways for each size from 3 to n. The recurrence relation used is: to cover a 2 times n board, tiles can be added in several ways to the 2 times n-1 and 2 times n-3 boards. If I have a 2 times n-1 board, I can add a vertical domino at the end. This means that all ways to cover the 2 times n-1 board can be extended to cover the 2 times n board. Additionally, I can add 2 horizontal drominos, which gives me another set of ways to cover the 2 times n board. In total, adding tiles to the 2 times n-1 board contributes 2 times tiling ways of i-1 ways. If I have a 2 times n-3 board, I can add 3 vertical dominoes at the end. This means that all ways to cover the 2 times n-3 board can be extended to cover the 2 times n board. The total contribution from adding tiles to the 2 times n-3 board is tiling ways of i-3 ways. Finally, the entire relation must be calculated modulo mod to prevent integer overflow and to keep the results within manageable limits. For example, if I want to calculate the number of ways to cover a 2 times 4 board, the base values are 0, 1, and 2. Tiling ways of 0 equals 1, tiling ways of 1 equals 1, and tiling ways of 2 equals 2. To calculate tiling ways of 3 and tiling ways of 4, I use the recurrence relation. Tiling ways of 3 equals 2 times tiling ways of 2 plus tiling ways of 0, which equals 2 times 2 plus 1, that equals 5. Tiling ways of 4 equals 2 times tiling ways of 3 plus tiling ways of 1, that equals 2 times 5 plus 1, that equals 11. Thus, the recurrence relation allows me to efficiently calculate the number of ways to cover a 2 times n board, with n equals 4 in this case, but it can be applied to larger values in other cases as well. In conclusion, the algorithm I developed adopts a dynamic programming approach to calculate the number of ways to cover a 2 times n board using domino and trimino tiles. By using an array to store intermediate solutions, I avoid unnecessary recalculations and ensure a time complexity of O of n. The derived recurrence relation allows me to calculate the number of ways systematically and efficiently, ensuring that the results are correct and manageable by using the modulo 10 to the power of 9 plus 7. Now, let's test the code to verify its accuracy across various scenarios, especially for large values of n. Testing is crucial to ensure the solution handles all cases correctly, including edge cases. Additionally, exploring other potential optimizations or different approaches could further improve efficiency and deepen your understanding of dynamic programming techniques.